Today, we are really immersing ourselves in some promotional material that's been making serious waves. It's titled The Hidden Goldmine.
Yeah, I've seen this one. It's energetic, let's say, promises a revolutionary new way to make money online. I think the exact quote was, "The moment has finally arrived." Big claims right off the bat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So our mission today is to, carefully pull apart these claims. We want to understand the alleged benefits, the specific income opportunities they're talking about, focusing purely on the mechanics of how this is supposed to work for you, the learner.
Right. And the central theme, it seems, boils down to nonstop payments plus AI. They're pushing this idea hard that it's an easy setup that would pay us repeatedly.
Exactly. We need to categorize these potential income streams, but also maybe poke at the mechanics a bit. How easy is easy? The creators, James Renouf and Max Gerstenmeyer, seem to think they finally cracked it.
And it feels like they're really aiming this at people who are just tired of the complex systems, the constant hustle online. They promise an income stream that, quote, doesn't stop.
Doesn't stop. And they even say the only question left is, how much do we want to make? Which is quite a statement.
It really is. It suggests total control and predictability, which is often missing in online ventures.
Okay, let's unpack the core components then. They mention the hidden gold mine and something called recurring AI. If we take their claims at face value for a moment, how is the money actually supposed to flow? How often?
Well, they get pretty specific there. They claim you can get paid multiple times a day, and not just small amounts. It's coming from what they call a hidden source.
Multiple times a day. Okay. And they give examples, right? High value.
Oh, yeah. They throw out some big numbers to illustrate the potential. They talk about having multiple buyers paying us $9,999.
Wow. Almost $10,000 per buyer. And that's presented as recurring, not just a one-off sale.
That's the implication, yes. It's framed as this sustained, high-value, repeating income, not just a commission you get once.
Nearly $10K recurring for an easy setup. They also mentioned, kind of nostalgically, that they wish they'd had this back in 1999 when they started online. So what's supposedly different now? What's the breakthrough enabling this?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Or maybe the $9,999 question here. The promotional stuff doesn't really detail the exact mechanism for turning, say, a simple asset into that kind of recurring payment.
Right. That's a bit of a black box.
It is. The scale of that claim, 5 figures recurring for minimal effort, it suggests either, like you said, maybe high-end coaching or mastermind access, or perhaps some kind of powerful, maybe even mandatory continuity built into this Goldmine platform itself.
So they're saying they've solved the big problem.
Yeah.
Steady, high-value income without killing yourself working for it.
That's the core promise, that they've automated the hard parts.
Speaking of easy, let's move to that zero barrier to entry claim. This is where it gets really appealing for anyone feeling overwhelmed, right? They claim you need, and I'm quoting again, no website, no skills, and no problems.
Exactly. They're trying to remove every single roadblock or excuse someone might have. No need for a following on social media, no need to spend money on ads.
And critically, no need to be visible.
Right. They promise you never have to show our faces or say a single word. It's all about the automation. The AI, the recurring AI part, is positioned as doing all the heavy lifting.
Okay, so if the person is basically removed from the equation, the AI has to be incredibly effective. But even the best AI needs an audience. Where did the buyers come from? Where's the claimed market reach here?
And this is where the numbers get, well, frankly, quite staggering. You have to pause and just process them. They claim the recurring AI system gets you in front of 700,000 recurring buyers.
700,000 recurring buyers. That's an enormous built-in audience.
It is a massive head start. But wait, there's more.
Of course there is.
The Hidden Goldmine platform, the marketplace itself, presumably, supposedly gets you access to over 5 million buyers.
5 million plus buyers who they say pay over and over again.
Yes, 5 million. So the implication is clear. Forget traffic generation. Forget finding customers. They state it's all taken care of by the system.
Okay, hold on. If there's a pool of 5 million active recurring buyers just sitting there, why haven't we heard about this gold mine before? Why isn't everyone already using it? That suggests it's maybe proprietary or tied to something else.
That seems the most logical interpretation, doesn't it? That it's some kind of internal network, a private marketplace. Maybe they've cut a deal to access a huge existing customer base on some other platform. It's presented as a shortcut, bypassing all the usual marketing grind, SEO, ads, social media.
Which makes sense if the buyers and the traffic are handled. So the only piece left is, what are you actually selling? What are these 5 million people supposedly paying recurring fees for? They claim you get paid for things we never imagined we could sell.
And the examples they give here are, well, they're certainly unconventional. We're not talking about complex software or detailed courses.
Well,
They mention things like selling access to a simple text file or a free Google Doc, a Notion template, even membership in an exclusive Telegram group.
a simple text file sold for recurring money. How does that work? How do you turn something free, maybe made with free AI, in seconds, as they say, into a stream of recurring payments?
Yeah, it stretches the imagination. The model they describe seems to be give away something simple and free initially, like a lead magnet or a free trial, and then somehow this automatically converts into daily or monthly payments.
Automatically. So the platform handles the upsell or the conversion to paid.
It implies the marketplace structure itself is designed for that. Maybe forced continuity, maybe incredibly compelling upsells, maybe tiered access within that Google Doc or Telegram group. It's not fully spelled out how the flip happens, just that it does.
Do they give any specific examples?
Right.
Like numbers?
They do offer one quite detailed scenario. They talk about 1,700 people getting access to a free, tiny digital product. And the claim is within just 3 days, all 1,700 of them start paying $7 a month.
All 1,700 converts in 3 days. That's incredibly efficient.
Right. And they add that $7 is conservative. You could apparently charge up to $297 a month for these simple assets.
So turning a tiny freebie into potentially thousands or even hundreds of thousands in monthly recurring revenue, that's the heart of the promise.
Mm-hmm.
And the creators, Renouf and Gerstenmeyer, they claim they use this themselves.
Mm-hmm. They provide their own metrics as proof. They report having hundreds of people paying $40 a month on this platform. And they mention that the Hidden Goldmine has produced 88K months for their business.
$88,000 months.
Yeah. And they broadened out, saying everyday users are making literal millions with this method. They call it a whole different beast compared to, traditional online marketing.
Which naturally leads into that whole lifestyle promise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The dream they're selling.
Absolutely. It connects directly to the living our best lives idea. You know the picture. Feet up on a beach, laptop open, money just flowing in effortlessly. That promise of true freedom.
Freedom without the usual online business grind. They position it as the answer for people tired of systems that flat out doesn't work or just lead to chasing the next sale.
Exactly. It's meant to sound fun, lucrative, and most importantly, easy. The final solution you've been looking for.
Okay, so we've laid out the benefits pretty clearly. Massive buyer pools, potentially huge recurring payments, minimal effort thanks to AI and this supposed hidden marketplace. It sounds incredible. But now, for you, the listener, we need to apply that critical lens. Given how extreme these claims are, what are the catches? What's buried in the fine print?
Right. This is crucial because alongside all that high energy promotion, there are some very important caveats. The sources include an income disclaimer. And it's pretty explicit.
What does it say?
It essentially says they make absolutely no guarantee that you'll get any results, which, directly contradicts the idea of a fully automated, foolproof system.
That's a really important contradiction, isn't it? If the AI, the products, the 5 million buyers are all provided, why wouldn't results be almost guaranteed?
Exactly. The disclaimer points out that your actual results depend on things like the product you choose to promote, even if it's just a text file, the marketplace conditions at the time, and here's the kicker. The experience of the individual.
The experience of the individual. But I thought the whole point was you didn't need any experience.
Precisely. If it's truly automated, your personal experience shouldn't be a major factor. The fact that they mention it suggests success might still rely heavily on your choices, your understanding, maybe your ability to pick the right simple product or navigate the system effectively, even if they say it's easy.
Okay. What about those big success stories? The 88K months. The $9,999 payments.
Standard procedure here, but important. The sources clearly state that the testimonials and examples used show exceptional results and don't apply to the average purchaser.
So the results they showcase aren't typical.
Not according to their own disclaimer. And they also slap on that general clause saying the content is for entertainment purposes only.
Which is always a bit of a red flag when discussing a financial opportunity.
It certainly warrants caution.
So putting it all together, while the potential benefits sound revolutionary, millions of buyers, huge payouts, near zero effort, you, the listener, absolutely need to do your own homework, your own due diligence. The material itself says you are solely responsible for the results of any action taken.
That's the necessary balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
The core concept they're selling is this blend. AI, creating assets, tapping into this huge supposed buyer pool, and turning simple things like a Google Doc into ongoing daily profit. They keep hammering that message. Making money online does not have to be hard. We repeat, it does not have to be hard.
Positioning it as the ultimate shortcut. Forget the complexity. Just plug into this untapped market they claim to have found or built.
And if you take their claims at face value that the Hidden Goldmine and recurring AI handle everything from product creation to traffic to sales, then yeah, the material makes financial freedom sound like it's just a click away.
But there is that entry requirement, isn't there? You have to pay to get in.
Yes, they mention a small entry fee is needed to access this revolutionary new marketplace.
Okay, so that brings us to our final thought for you today. Considering everything is supposedly automated, the assets, the buyers, the sales process, and you have to pay this entry fee, what are you actually buying? Is it a product? Is it a system? Or perhaps are you really just paying for access? Access to the supposedly exclusive hidden gem marketplace itself. Something to really mull over when weighing that entry fee against those massive but heavily disclaimed promises.